Imagine this. You're on a game show between the genders. The winner gets a cash prize. However, if the woman wins, she doesn't get as much as the man. So, let's think about this. Let's bring this back down to reality. This is happening every day in our lives, in workplaces, and within our families and friends. So I ask you, what's the reason to listen to this? Well, the reason is simple. Women need change in order to get the same equality in the workplace as the man. Men and women may have the same career, but different pay. Many companies should fix their way of thinking and provide equal compensation and benefits for those with the same experience and position. Now, an example for me would be my mom. She works as a saleswoman and she works as hard as a salesman. Yet she's not compensated equally, even though she's in the same position and has the same experience. This needs to change. Quote, despite legislative efforts to combat unequal pay, the gender pay gap persists due to occupational segregation, bias against working mothers, direct pay discrimination, racial bias, access to education, and access to varying experiences. End quote, afge.org. So let's focus on the problem. Women have the same career as men, yet they are compensated differently. We need to fix this. This needs a resolution. Women, and as a matter, any gender, race, should be paid equal to the man in the same position and same race. There should be an equal payout. Quote, today women earn an average of 23% less than male counterparts in the same position with the same experience globally, according to UN Women. For women of color, the numbers are even more grim. This has consequences on gender equality and poverty. End quote, globalcitizen.org. Providing women with this would prove to be more beneficial than detrimental. This could provide more equality among genders in the workplace and pave a way for women to become more successful. So I ask, you probably have a sister, a mom, or a wife who works, and they work hard to bring back compensation and money for the family to survive. Except she doesn't get what she deserves. She gets less because she's a woman. And this needs a solution. So what is the solution? Well, it's simple. Women of any race should get paid equally to the man in the same position and with the same experience. Quote, to end disproportionate pay in our nation, we must take a universal approach in how we open doors and provide better opportunities for women. First and foremost, we must secure paid family and medical leave for all and increase access to high-quality, affordable childcare. We must also build ladders to better paying jobs for women by removing existing barriers to entry in male-dominated fields and establishing fair scheduling practices that allow employees to meet their caregiving responsibilities and other obligations. End quote, afge.org. If women of any race got this, it would be amazing. It would be exactly what they've been fighting for years. Equality in the workplace. Quote, according to our research, if change continues at the same slow pace it has done for the past 50 years, it will take 40 years or until 2059 for women to finally reach pay parity. End quote, IWPR.org. Laura DeAndrea Tyson wrote this, quote, women choose different occupations than men. Women around the world are also more likely than men to work part-time. There's evidence of a wage penalty for motherhood. And discrimination, stereotyping, and implicit biases still play a role. End quote, Laura DeAndrea Tyson, weforum.org. So let's visualize a better future. Let's go positive. A country without poverty. This would be amazing. This would help out our society so much. Quote, eliminating the gender wage gap can add between $12 trillion and $28 trillion to global GDP by 2025. This is a serious incentive to equalize pay between men and women. Another report shows that poverty could drop by 50% in the US if the gender pay gap were to close, end quote, globalcitizen.org. So let's go with a negative visual. Our modern day. Women have been fighting for this for a long time. Equality in the workplace, whether it's race, whether it's gender. And without that, kids go to school hungry. Poverty is a problem in the United States, and we need a change. Finally, let's commit to change. Women still are not receiving equal pay for equal work, let alone equal pay for work of equal value. This disparity not only affects women's spending power, it penalizes their retirement security by creating gaps in Social Security and pensions, end quote, NOW.org. Women have the same career as men, yet they are not compensated equally. Many men run these companies and do not financially value their female employees as they do their male employees. Women should be given the same compensation in the workplace as men in the same position and with the same experience. Men and women may have the same career, but different pay. Many companies should fix their way of thinking and provide equal compensation and benefits for those with the same experience and position. So, let's call to action. We need to call on companies unwilling to help in this cause and make change. Let's make a change to help get equal pay for women with the same position and experience as a man. This not only applies to the gender problem, it applies to the race problem as well. This country needs a change, and we need equality in the workplace. Thank you.